Hi, this is Osman. I'm an energy healer on a master level with telepathic abilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher. Be sure to visit my website yogawellness786.com for more information on my services. Also remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have an illness or a medical condition, please be sure to consult with a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. I wanted to touch again the real goal or the mission of yoga sciences. So the mission is to attain the deathless body, to solve the problem of death. And they have a protocol which, if followed, it's possible to be successful in attaining the deathless body. And they have claimed that there are certain people who attained it, many people that have attained it. And from the most recent times, the evidence is of a South Indian persona by the name of Valala, who lived in the late 1800s to I think the early 1900s, and is also referred to as Ramalinga Swamigal. And one of the scholars from South India in the 1980s, for his PhD thesis, wrote a book, Arperam Jodi and the Deathless Body, which is available in Amazon, right? So you can go through that philosophies where he goes into the history behind this and how the one could attain it, what protocols is followed, and some explanations of many people who reach varying degrees towards that, but not completely so. But the Saint Valala Ramalinga Swamigal, he completely is documented to have completely attained it, right? That's the information that's there, and you can go through it and verify it. So practicing and teaching yoga and meditation sciences at an advanced level. So this has been a very deep study on how I could find methods to hasten or shorten the process and make it easier for the 21st century, right? So that is where I developed my own protocols, and I am attaining a lot of success for people attaining, major milestones in the advanced levels of yoga and meditation, through implementing methods that I'm learning from multiple very advanced teachers in different aspects of yoga. Because yoga is such a wide field. It's got so many parts to it. Pranayama is different, and the meditation sciences are different. There's different methods of meditation. There's different methods of pranayama, different methods of hatha yoga. There's kundalini yoga, and there's karma yoga, bhakti yoga, mantra yoga, right? So I delved very deeply into these individual aspects and sought out, masters in the different fields, and tried to practice it and bring about a more practical protocol to hasten one towards it. So this is actually the ultimate goal. I have developed a protocol and busy working on, refining it, but it needs to produce the results, right? So yes, theoretically I've found, and refined it, and now trying to, implement it not only in myself, because I've got, thousands of students in over 100 countries that are practicing. And as I was evolving in my knowledge and developing my knowledge of yoga and meditation, I start to refine and fine tune from seeing the results not only in myself, but also from a wide spectrum of my students over a long period of time. I'm teaching yoga and meditation now for 44 years, right? So I had the opportunity to refine it with the help of the experiences of my students as well, so that I don't just use my own experience as a benchmark for the protocol, but test it, across the board, that it must work, in a diverse group of people from all walks of life, and to become more and more scientific, right? But make no mistake, the ultimate aim and goal, in my opinion, of the yoga sciences is the attainment of the deathless body, and that is the goal. I mean, this is the quest of even science, why science is developing and trying to go on the mission of longevity and improving health or the quality of life. And they've made major milestone discoveries, and that have worked, because they've more than doubled the average age in up to the year 1900. More than 50% of the people were dying before the age of 30. Now the lifespan is 78 to 81, and centenarians are becoming more and more common. And there's blue zones and more studies that how more and more people can become centenarian and increase the lifespan to 100, and also the quality of their life, that they can not be decrepit and crippled, and be independent, and be able to take care of self and walk and move around. So from a yoga sciences perspective, many of my teachers were in the 90s and 100s. One teacher was 112, one teacher was 95. Both these teachers were extremely fit, and my 95-year-old teacher was a Kung Fu master that he used to spar with 3 30-year-olds, and he used to floor everyone, all 3 at the same time, at the age of 95, right? And his wife was 50 years younger than him. So he wasn't a monk, right? And I had another teacher who was a master of yoga, and he was 112. He used to play football with children and running around, climbing trees, and very fit. And when he eventually passed away, he passed away in his sleep peacefully without even being sick. It was as if he used the opportunity for a window, chose to die at his choice, and that he wanted to go to a higher level, of living, and that his work here was completed. I mean, he taught me, right? And I'm using what he taught to try to refine and to get as many people to become centenarians and above, and be very fit and healthy, at those stages. So this is actually, in my opinion and belief, as a long-standing yoga and meditation teacher who's teaches advanced yoga and meditation, that the goal is to the attainment of the deathless body. Yes, I still have to produce the result of producing either myself or my students, or both myself and my students, who now have the deathless body, are still yet to produce that final result. But that is serious, that is work in progress. So the biggest job was to find a plan. This took over 4 decades, close on to 5 decades. And now that I've refined, I believe I've refined the protocol and the system. And now we are, putting it into practice and implementing it and waiting for the results. So it takes time for the results to materialize as well. Hope that information helps you. Take care of yourself always.